So, we are out here dodging the draft, but Pleasant Valley's most interesting new feature is just around the corner. I cannot wait to get there. I've only been there a few times. If you haven't seen it, I know I teased it at the end of the last episode, but it's coming up in just a few minutes. And maybe a prepper cache too. Hey there, Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. We are still kind of light on food, but it's not going to be that way for much longer. I'll eat a cattail just to top myself off, but food is one of the reasons. Trying to be really good about not talking when I'm in a loading screen, because that causes a weird thing. It's just something to do with how the Long Dark processes while I'm recording. But anyway, I'm excited for both reasons. I'm excited about food is part of the reason that I'm excited to get up to the top of this ridge, in the sense not only that the place that we're about to go that I just teased is going to help us with that, but also the prepper cache. If we find the prepper cache up here, will be food related. We are still out a bedroll. Well, we're not even out a bedroll, because being out something implies that you have had something and lost it. If you're out $500, that means you lost $500 somehow. So we haven't had a bedroll at all so far this series, and I want to make sure that I continue to pay attention to that to the best of my ability. We're going to walk up this ridge and discover cool things. I'm kind of tempted. See, whenever I see stuff like this, even though I've been in here, well, I haven't been in here that much. This is new. Or at least I think this is new. Maybe this particular ridge has always been here, but what's up at the top of it is definitely new. Haven't been here too much, but the shed that we walked by at the base of the not really a shed, it's pretty burned out, but a shack of some kind, that structure, that thing that we walked by, is at the bottom of the slope when you leave this area in story mode. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, not only are we near the Draft Dodger's cabin, because this river pretty much takes us to the Draft Dodger's cabin, the river that I was on last episode, but we are, turns out the new location and the Draft Dodger's cabin are pretty close together. Hadn't put two and two together just yet, but now I have. And now let's make our way up here and see what we can find. Still have a good amount of time left in the day. And this walk is short enough that if I am not able to find a place to rest, I can return to the Draft Dodger's cabin pretty confident in my survival. Now, there can be a wolf up here, so notice there's lots of trees knocked down in the area. What could be causing that, I wonder? What could lead to such a natural disaster? Oh, I was really hoping for a bedroll in this cave. But I'll take a rifle cartridge. Metal container as well. Empty. Backpack, I'm guessing empty too. Yep. Hey, there is a bed here. I forgot about that. I kind of had an inkling. I had an inkling that there was a bed in this cave. So the question is, are we warm in here? Yes, we are. Good. So the interior part of this cave is more than warm enough for us. So we do have a place to sleep. What's that, Hadrian? What's that? That is a fuselage and a very crashed plane. We're going to start up at the top because it'll help us spy for wolves as we work our way down. It is kind of sloped, though, so let's be mindful of that. Well, if you could eat anything, you're going to be real happy, because there is a lot to eat. All right, so we're going to walk up to the very top of this thing here, and then we're going to go down, go through this place suitcase by suitcase. There are some bodies, too, so this is also... The joy of exploration aside, this is also one of the Long Dark's most sobering scenes. Let's also point that out. As far as things you can discover in sandbox mode, this is a...
Hope nobody needs this.
Nice! A worn light shell. So this is a place of considerable loss of life. Okay. It might make sense. I'm going to hold on to that and we'll wait. But this is why I was excited to come here. One of the reasons. Worn thermal underwear. Very good. That helps.
I'll take it.
More ragged wool mittens. Don't have another worn light shell. I don't have any, oh, frozen corpse. Almost missed that corpse. Grab that feather. I don't have an inventory slot for the worn light shell. But we'll see a little bit later whether or not that's going to be useful to me. One thing I may start doing...
This stuff will come in handy.
Hey, that is a find. All right, so the worn wool shirt is definitely going to be good. We're not going to put it on just yet because it's not in good condition, but we're going to be wearing that before long. That's going to replace our t-shirt. But one thing I might start doing in this series is I could start kind of intentionally when I'm exploring a new area. I could start going quiet for a minute. I know I go quiet during music to listen, but I'm talking about recognizing that if I commentate too much while I'm exploring a loot-rich area, I can miss things. And those of you who've been watching me for a long time know this. It's partly just my personality, the fact that I get excited. I am, at times, easily distractible, especially when I am doing multiple things at once. And that's the part that's not my personality. That's any YouTuber. So I'm going to try, when exploring new places like this. Pretty sure there's a body over here somewhere. I'm going to try to keep my mouth shut when I need to be looking through stuff. Right now, we're okay. Yeah, I saw the crows circling. Maybe they were... I don't know. There's lots of bodies, so I just don't want to overlook any. It's frustrating in story mode because you... Alright, I've already been to that suitcase. I can tell by the footprints. But yeah, it's frustrating in story mode because what happens is you have to get to all the bodies in story mode. And if you overlook one while you're going through this crash site, you have to double back to it a bunch of times. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. See, this is what one of the many reasons I was excited to come up here. Vegetarian food. Well, just food in general. It happens to be vegetarian there, but let's check the lockers. Another body. New music? Maybe? Heck yeah.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
That's because you can't. They've been through these, right? Yep.
This will come in handy.
Wow. A 100% condition wool shirt. I was not expecting that. That is replacing one of those items. And we'll be repairing the other one, so now we have 2 wool shirts. That's pretty damn good.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Decent thick wool sweater. Alrighty then. At this point, anything I put on in terms of wind protection underneath my outer layers doesn't matter. Just to be clear about that. That's what I was hoping to find. Got a wool toque. And that might not be the best place to put that on. I mentioned that I was most excited about finding head covering up here. And I just got my wish. Pleasant Valley is being very kind at the moment. I know I shouldn't even say it because it's a little bit uncanny at this point, but we're finding, all right, good, there's a couple of sodas. I shouldn't even point it out. Another frozen corpse. Nothing on him. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for some earmuffs. I was. Said Hadrian as he was morbidly searching all the corpses at a horrific accident scene. Alright, let's step up here. Okay, now the question is, can I go through all these? Yes, I can. Oh my god. Got some water. I don't think I did this in Against All Odds Season 5 when I came through here. Okay, that jerky is being eaten right now. And it looks like I need to go ahead and eat some of the airline food before it gets too much worse in terms of condition. Watch me get food poisoning. I've never eaten those items at particularly low condition, so I don't know. Like, it's a first for me. Let's go ahead and eat the 40% while we're looking at it. Notice this is also replenishing my thirst a little bit. I'm getting rid of some weight, too, because these food items are heavy. Let's go ahead and eat that, too. I don't want to be lugging too much around. I already have a lot of extra weight due to all the clothing I've picked up. We have some definite inventory management to do. Stale chocolate bar. Yeah, I did not do this in Season 5. I didn't think to look through every single one of these. Worn cotton scarf. Very good. All right, so we're going to have to repair that to see if it's better. It's probably not as good as our improvised item. I just stepped into a weird slot. I feel like I almost got stuck.
I'll take it.
Worn fleece mittens. I used to have it in my head that the fleece mittens were better than the wool mittens. And at times, I think I may have even made decisions in the long dark, in Against All Odds, you know, based on choosing fleece over wool. I think I maybe might have harvested wool one time when I had fleece on. Maybe done that a couple of times, because for a long time, I really do think that I was operating under that presumption. All right, so I've been through that bin. Can I maybe get in here? Yes, I can. And there's another toque. Yes. Oh, it's amazing. I did find head covering. I'm so happy right now. Okay, it's a little bit wet, but that's okay. Holy crap. Can't get into the... Oh my god, I know. Now we have 3 of these. I mean, the last time they were implemented, I guess to be fair, the last time they were implemented, the last time we were doing a series, they were implemented in the middle of the series, so we didn't really have the opportunity to find that many of them. Now we're playing from the beginning with them in the game. So yeah, we're going to find more energy drinks. Decent sport vest. Okay, so we have... we are just set. We've got a lot of food.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
A lot of good clothing. We got to do some repair to find out what the best items to wear would be. But this is awesome. Okay, now... let me take a look down here to make sure I'm not overlooking any other bodies. No, I'm not. Alright, I see carrion crows. And we're going to keep walking this way because there could be shelter in this direction. And even potentially maybe... well, come to think of it, it's not going to be shelter, is it? I'm going to have to walk back the other way ultimately, because if we don't have a bedroll, and if there's not one where I'm headed, which I'm going to take the chance and I'm going to look, but if there's not a bedroll where I'm headed, I'm going to have to turn back around while encumbered and make my way all the way back down to Draft Dodger's cabin in the middle of the night. I can do it, but I got another can opener. That's half a pound. I don't have the luxury of carrying too many of those, so... starting to get to a point where inventory management's going to be important. I do, believe it or not, want to do a better job as there has been a good amount of back and forth historically in the Against All Odds kind of viewer community between me and you guys about my general inventory management. Sometimes it's just because I'm, again, playing and commentating at the same time, so I forget to really micromanage. But also, I also tend to carry a lot of stuff around. You turned right around at the wrong damn moment. Damn it. Wolf is in exactly the wrong spot. We might just have to snipe him. Won't have the highest rifle skill at the moment. And we're getting pretty tired, so we're going to try and get around that wolf if we can. We're going to do a little bit of a dance with that wolf. If at all possible. I can also get on top of this ridge and make it harder for him to reach me. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe there's a slope up on the other side and it's pointless. I'm going to hug this wall like it's my best friend. Oh, nope. Man, that wolf is right where I need to go. It's kind of annoying. We're still going to try and avoid him. But yeah, I am going to try and do a better job with inventory management this season. I might take a shot at him. Even just to scare him off. I would like to kill him. That would be ideal. You do need to lay down, actually. You're not lying. I think the basement is behind this house. I could be wrong, though. It might be over there. No, I think it's the other one. Dang it. Let's get low. Yeah, basement's behind that house. The one the wolf is patrolling there. And he doesn't seem to be moving either, oddly enough. So I'm going to try and carry fewer duplicates of items around, the things that add up and can create an extra pound or two. I mean, for the most part, I'm not going to completely disavow my inventory management style because I do like to keep my supplies on me. I'm a fairly nomadic player, so I don't, even though I do talk about, I'm going to establish a base here, like, it's usually just a base of operations while I move around to potentially go explore other areas. On second thought, maybe the basement's back here. No, it's not. It's definitely behind this house. All right, the wolf has seen me. There you are. Oh, no wonder. Whew. Notice that? A little bit of the Hadrian shakes there. But we got him. I didn't crouch, so I was slightly out of my element there. I've just harvested a bunch of meat, so because I'm so tired, I'm going to leave that carcass for now. As much as I would like the wolf hide, I'll come back out and get it later. Because if there's not a bedroll in here, we're going to have to go all the way back to the plane crash site and then back down to Draft Dodger's cabin. That's probably going to take the rest of the episode, in fact. So I'm going to manage my time. Like I need to manage my inventory. Let's see. Down we go. Okay. So anyway, yeah, it's taken me forever to get this thought out, but I will try to be, and this is genuinely an area where I just think I need to be better. I will try to manage my inventory in a way that I'm not quite carrying so many things around, while still being nomadic in my core playstyle. Tin of sardines. Yeah, we're in very good shape at this point. Advanced guns, guns, guns. Hey guys, look what we found. We found a hunting knife. And I didn't overlook it. I just overlooked the revolver. What matches? Yeah, this is going to be... We're going to be spending some time at the Draft Dodger's cabin, let me tell you. Sports socks. Don't really need those. Nothing in the washer. Okay. There is not a bedroll here. Let's see if there's anything in the fridge or freezer. Nope. Not a bedroll. Sad day. And I wasn't expecting one. I can't recall if I've ever had one spawn in here. I just was kind of hopeful. Another option, we don't have to go back to the Draft Dodger's cabin. We can go back to the cave and rest there. The cave is not as far. I didn't think about that. I can light a fire. Matter of fact, since there are no other predators about, and we have a fresh kill, not going to worry about the meat. I am so encumbered, though. That's the thing. This walk is going to take a second. But we'll make it. Thankfully, we are quite warm with what we're wearing right now. The weather is decent. I'm going to guess by the time we get back to the cave, it's going to turn, because it's been clear for a while. Let's get the hide and the guts. We'll take that with the... How am I doing on my meters? Yeah, I'm fine. Nearly an hour.
Can't be far behind.
Yep. Oh boy. All right, so feels like 34 degrees right now. We are above freezing in Pleasant Valley. What's happening? Where is the bad weather? All right. So it's going to be a little bit of a slow trudge. We're very encumbered and close to full exhaustion. To the point that I kind of worry that when we reach full exhaustion... Tell you what, I made a coffee. Let's freaking use it. Let's give myself a little bit of extra energy. I'm not going to use the Go energy drink, but that reduced my fatigue a little and sped me up. At least it'll help me get to where I need to go. There can be a wolf that patrols. I don't know if it's the same wolf as the one that was kind of stuck in that area just now, but there can be a wolf that patrols the crash site. I've run into that wolf. I think I did in Season 5, in fact. I'm so excited to get back to the cave and light a fire. I've got lots of firewood on me. That's part of the reason I'm weighed down. It's part of the reason that I'm carrying it, is that I know I'm going to go back and have a fire somewhere and use it. So that weight is going to go away. We got some clothes to harvest. We have some clothes to switch out and wear. We have some items to get rid of. Right now, I don't want to drop anything at all until I can just stop and make a bunch of good decisions in a row. As many as possible in a row. All right, we're close. We've just got to get up through the door of the plane and then off to the left. Remember where that cave was. And we'll be good. We are at full temperature in Pleasant Valley right now. What is happening? Also, I need to drop the wolf hide and guts to cure when we're in there. All right, a little bit dark, I know. Let me double check these as I walk through. Good. If there is a wolf here, I'm going to be pissed because I can't see anything right now. I've even got my light off in my recording space and my other monitor dimmed all the way. But it's still... It's like Twilight right now. It's a pretty good simulation of Twilight because the light's not completely gone, but visibility is incredibly low. And the Long Dark does, to an extent, genuinely attempt to emulate Twilight. If you don't know what I'm referring to, obviously you know what Twilight is, I assume, but Twilight is literally, physiologically, the most difficult time of day for human eyes to operate properly, because they're basically caught between a state of night vision and day vision. It's that perfect medium where you have some daylight, so your eyes want to work a certain way. Really? Can I not go over this? You're kidding me. Let me see if I can walk up on it. There we go. You have a certain amount of daylight. I'm going to walk straight back this way, because if there's a wolf, he's over to my left. But then there's a certain amount of darkness, and that causes visual confusion and just makes it very difficult to see clearly. And that is what we are experiencing right now. In a video game. On YouTube. Alright. Almost back. I'm not completely exhausted, so I do want to repair what I've found. Harvest what I don't need. I found such good items that there is an argument I'm not going to do this, don't worry, but some players would consider, this is a strategic discussion worth having, some players would consider leaving the military coat behind. Taking it off, because it's heavy. The most recent versions of the Long Dark, if you have not played in a while, do allow your spine, your body, to bear, and this is quite realistic, to bear the load of the clothes that you're wearing, which is quite nice. So, all right, so what that means is that items in your backpack, clothing-wise, will weigh more. Or I'm sorry, yes, they will weigh more than items that are actually on your body. There's a weight reduction penalty. It's not a weight increase. I guess I slightly misstated it, because it's not necessarily that items in your backpack weigh more, but items on your body weigh less. That's the most accurate way to say it. All right, so let's we don't even need a fire right now. How cold is it? 48 degrees. And the bed has a 3.6 degree warmth bonus. We could probably be all right in here. I'm going to start a fire anyway, because we need the light to work with. Fire striker. Yeah, we'll use that book, because that's extra weight that I don't need. We'll start the fire. 90% chance is good enough for me. We do have some skill books I need to read too, and this might be a perfect time. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm in this cave. This might be the perfect time to read them. But we're also 28 minutes into this episode. So, yeah, let's do some inventory management real quick before I end, so that we're not opening the next episode doing all that stuff.
That's a good one.
Okay. Now... Oh, did I leave my cooking pan behind again? I did. Where did I light a fire? I'm thinking. It's probably at the farmstead, so I'll have to grab it. That is a habit that I have not... Now that this cooking system isn't implemented, I'm not always good about grabbing the stuff that I cooked with when I leave. I'm not, because that hasn't always been a part of the system. See, listen how flabbergasted I am right now, realizing that I did that again. So, yeah, it's an annoying mistake to make. But anyway, let's look at what we can wear. I found one pair of long johns, which is just utterly fantastic, and I'm so glad. We're going to wear the better pair of thermal underwear, which I wasn't wearing to begin with, which is kind of annoying. That might be one that I found just now. Maybe that's why. Okay, so we do have an extra... Let's do something with this, by the way. We're going to make some herbal tea and some coffee. It's going to take 15 minutes, so... Let's harvest that pair of socks. Hello, Wolf. How's it going? Okay, 20 minutes for that, so let's go ahead and grab the coffee and the herbal tea. 2 hours, 46 minutes remaining on the fire. We're going to harvest you. I do have some additional items to drop on top of the clothing that I'm getting rid of. But the extra clothing that I found, I can absolutely use. All right, we're going to repair you. It's going to take 30 minutes. I can absolutely use this to improve my survivability. Sounds like Pleasant Valley's about to Pleasant Valley. Sewing kit broken beyond repair. Who's surprised? All right. We got some stuff we need to continue harvesting. Got an hour and 28 minutes left on this fire. How about we... I do want to repair one of these all the way up and see what kind of wind bonus it would give me over and above... Hang on, let's see. Would it be better 50% of this would be a 2 point... Yeah. So 2.7 compared to what this currently is, it's at 2.4 at 46%. So I don't know that the Worn Light Shell is actually going to be any better or much better to have than my military coat on the outside. And then its warmth bonus is not nearly as good. Or is it? Ooh, its warmth bonus could be better. So we could have this... This might be a better combination. Have the Worn Light Shell over the military coat. Might be a better combination. Hold on. Can I only wear the coat on the outside, though? Yeah, I can. Oh, wait, I dropped it. My bad. Maybe I can wear it on the inside. Let's see. I can. All right, so there's that. And then the light shell. Perfect. All right, so that's better wind protection on the outside layer while also providing just as good warmth. All right, so 1 hour, 10 minutes left on this fire. We need to rest. We really do. Let's evaluate the rest of this situation. I'm going to step over here to these containers because I can use them to get rid of stuff. And we've got some coal, some firewood. Yeah. All right, no, definitely not food-wise. Why would I get rid of any food? That's just completely nonsensical. Let's get rid of both of those can openers. I will carry the flares with me for now. Let's get rid of one of the sewing kits. Got a couple of whetstones on me. I'll keep the rest of the stuff until I can get back to the farmstead so that I'm leaving behind items I might be able to grab later if I come back by the farmstead and I've used something up. So we're still pretty damn encumbered. Most of it due to the fact that we are carrying some extra stuff around. In terms of clothing.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
I know. Here, let's go ahead and solve that. I'm going to eat this airline chicken food. I'm going to drink this Summit soda so that I don't lose quite as much water to what I'm about to do. And I am going to go ahead and stop this episode here. We're about 33 minutes in, and I can't go too far overtime given my recording schedule today. But in the next one, I'm going to finish going through my clothing after I get some rest. I might go out briefly and just look for some wood right outside because I can. There should be some sticks that I can add to this, and I have some additional fuel that'll help me make this fire last the rest of the night just to be safe. And then we are going to continue back to Draft Dodger's cabin, do a bit more inventory management, look for the prepper cache, which I didn't look for when I walked through this area, so I'll look one more time to make sure it's not there. And continue on in the area, look for additional prepper caches on this side of Pleasant Valley, as well as just visit some other loot locations since we have such nice clothing. We just don't have a bedroll, so we can't go far from any place that has a bed where we can actually sleep. That's still restraining us. So that's objective number one, really, in all of our exploration, is to find a bedroll somewhere. Cross your fingers that we do. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.